Hello. In this video, what we're going to talk about is setting up the electronic poll books. Everything that you need to know is found in the Electronic Poll Book Officer's Guide, which is here, and it contains not only a checklist but also the forms that you need to fill out during the day. Recall that the electronic poll books have to be set up and operational by 6 a.m. when the first voters come in the door. If there's any difficulties in setting them up, or if they won't boot up properly, you have to notify the Director of Elections by 5:30 to give us time to come and repair or replace the laptop that won't work.
First thing we need to do is set up the laptops. You want to locate the wall power outlet that you're going to use that's closest to your table. An extension cord is in the blue ballot bin or supply cart for the chief as if needed. And make sure the power strip or the surge protector is turned on and the light is illuminated when you connect the power strip to the extension cord.
There's the switch to turn on the power strip, and there's two lights that should be illuminated.
Next, you want to locate the blue plastic container with the electronic poll book supplies.
Inside the container, you'll find two mouse pads, one for each of the laptops.
Check.
Two barcode readers.
Check.
Two mouse or mice for each, one for each of the computers. Two Ethernet cables, which are used to connect the computers to the network switch. One network switch. And then a power supply for each computer. Can we set this over there?
Okay. So once you have the laptops side by side on the check-in table, we're going to start connecting them. First thing we want to do is take them out of the case.
Now you'll note when you open them up that right in the center on the top is the precinct name and a number 1, or in this case a number 2. Those numbers will be important as you're setting these up because each of the USBs that you plug in is coded to the laptop that it gets plugged into. So don't confuse the two.
Slide this down a little bit, you're going to need room in between. All right, attach the power cord to each laptop and connect it to the power strip or the surge protector.
So the round end of the power cord goes in on the laptop right here where it's labeled as power. And then the wall plug side of it goes into your power strip.
Locate the network switch and the Ethernet cables.
The network switch is designed to connect the two laptops together so that when one talks, it communicates with the other one as well. It has a power supply that goes with it, and that power supply has to be plugged into the back of the switch, and then that is also plugged in to your power strip.
So you're connecting the network switch to the power strip or the surge protector. Now for each laptop, connect one end of the Ethernet cable.
Here's one Ethernet cable
To an open port on the network switch and the other end to the laptop where indicated.
There's two open ports here on the network switch. You can use either one. Plug the Ethernet in there until it clicks. And then plug it over here on the side of the computer where it's labeled cable.
I'm going to let you handle this one. I'll check our directions. You want to listen for the click in place and tug gently to make sure that it's properly connected. These are very tight connections.
You hear the click as it goes in.
Okay. Attach the mouse where indicated.
If my cable assistant will give me the mouse pad.
Yes.
You set the mouse down.
I'm going to slide that one down just a little bit.
Move this, give ourselves a little bit more space. The mouse is connected with a USB connector. So you disentangle the cords. On the side of the laptop, there's a label marked mouse right here. And that's where it goes in. The USB will always be upside down the first time you try to put it in. So turn it over and do the other side if that doesn't work.
Attach the barcode reader where indicated, and there's one for each laptop.
The barcode reader also has a USB connector, but put it in on the side that's marked barcode reader for each laptop. Now the use of the barcode readers is optional. If you choose as the chief not to use the barcode readers, you may skip this step.
Yeah. Okay. Locate the electronic Pollbook thumb drives in the front of the electronic Pollbook binder. They're inside the purple envelope in a small white case.
The small white case, there will be 2 USB thumb drives in there, and they are labeled with the number that corresponds to the laptop that they go into.
And you want to make sure you match the right thumb drive to the correct laptop.
This is thumb drive number 1. It goes into the connector here on the laptop that is called USB. This is number 2. It goes into laptop 2 at USB.
Double check that all connections are firmly seated and verify that the power is working properly and that everything is connected. Next, ensure that all cords are neat and secure to prevent them from being accidentally pulled out or becoming tripping hazards.
Now it's key to keep the cords on both sides of the table clear, because the voters will be on this side of the table and the Pollbook workers will be on that side of the table, and you don't want to create a tripping hazard for either side.
So based on past experience, I personally have had the power strip on the floor, and I secure all the cords with the purple tape that we have in our bins, all right, that the chief has. You want to secure the cords as much as you can, everything except your mouse and your barcode reader, because those you need to be able to move. But once you secure everything down, it makes it just so much easier to work with, and you're not going to get caught up in your cords. All right, next we're going to log on to Windows. Turn on each laptop one at a time. You don't have to wait for them to start up all the way. Just press the power buttons one at a time. Type in the login password found in the front of the Pollbook officer binder in the white box on the screen and press enter. Open Advocate PCC. On each laptop, double-click or right-click and select Open on the Advocate PCC icon. Note, if the Advocate Precinct Management System initializing displays, contact the office for guidance. Verify that the election name and the date are correct. If they are not correct, contact the office. And we're correct.
We are.
Next, you're going to log into Advocate. On each laptop, log into the Pollbook using the password for your precinct, which is found in the front of the Pollbook officer binder. If the message appears, a USB drive was found, do you want to store the live backup to this location? Select yes.
However, in our case, that message did not appear.
The open Pollbook screen should appear.
But wait, at this point, do not yet open up the polls. First, we have to verify that both laptops are connected to one another through the network switch and talking to one another.
First, we need to verify that it's the correct precinct number. Verify that the number of Pollbook devices matches the actual number connected, which you'll find in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. If it does not match, or if it's not there, give it a few minutes to catch up. It's kind of slow. If it doesn't match within 5 minutes, call the office. You should also see status connected and the total number of laptops in the lower right-hand corner. Once the number matches, it's time to move ahead.
My laptop says status connected to total devices.
My laptop says status connected to total devices. Open the Pollbooks. On one laptop only, click the Open Pollbook button in the middle of the screen. This will open both of your laptops. The election status on each laptop will change to open. And mine says open.
As does mine.
Okay, the next thing we want to do is complete the summary reports. The electronic Pollbook summary report forms are located in the Pollbook officer binder. There are 2 of them. On both laptops, click the Options button in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Scroll up on the pop-up menu and select Pollbook Summary. Make sure the numbers match on both laptops.
Okay, the numbers match on both.
And then you're going to record the numbers on each of the 2 electronic Pollbook summary forms in the At Opening column. So the voter count on Pollbook 1.
The voter count is 1811.
On Pollbook 2.
1811.
The checked-in count.
Pollbook 1 is 0. Pollbook 2 is 0.
The absentee count.
Pollbook 1 is 33. Pollbook 2 is 33.
The provisional count.
0. And on Pollbook 2 it's 0.
Outside the poll count.
Pollbook 1 is 0. Pollbook 2 is 0.
Now I'm going to transfer that to the second form. So now you have, at the beginning, you've got both laptops, their numbers recorded on the 2 forms, and you're going to place these back into the binder for completion at the end of voting. Select Close to collapse the Windows options. You are now ready to check in voters. Good luck and have fun. Remember, call if you have problems.
Okay, now we've turned the displays around to show you what the voter will see when they come in the door. Now, the poll books are both opened up and they're ready to begin checking in voters during the course of the day.
We've got all the cords secured so there's no tripping hazard.
One thing you should check throughout the course of the day is you should check that the number that are checked in on each poll book is the same. That ensures that these 2 machines are in fact synchronized. You can check down that the status connected and the number of devices that are connected in the lower right hand corner, as we did when we first brought them up, to see if there's a disconnect. If in fact they become disconnected for some reason and the numbers checked in aren't the same on both of these computers, the first place to go look is at the network switch. Make sure that the network switch still has power. Have fun in checking in voters, and the next video will be how to close the poll books.